Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I will be showing you how to adjust or set your ISO on a Canon camera. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Before we get into today's video, don't forget to go back and watch my previous video if you haven't already, talking all about what ISO is, explaining how to use it and so forth, before we dive into this tutorial of how to actually set or adjust our ISO. So go ahead and click on that card and it'll take you straight to that video. Before we learn how to set or adjust our ISO on our camera, we first have to keep in mind that the base value of ISO is 100, so it starts at 100 as the base, and then the ISO values double each time. So it goes from 200, 400, 600, so on. You get the idea. So you want to keep that in mind when adjusting your ISO. Now let's get into the tutorial. So first thing you're going to want to do is obviously you're going to want to turn your camera on. Alright, so next thing, on this camera I have an actual ISO button, so we always press that. Now if you look on the camera, we can adjust our ISO. Currently it's on 6400. Oh my god! That was for educational purposes. However, we're going to bump that back down using this button, this arrow on the left hand side. We're able to adjust it to lower it. We'll take it back down to 100 where I normally always keep it. And there you go. Letting go of the ISO button. And then it is now set. Our ISO is now set to 100. Now, if you'd like to adjust that higher by pressing the ISO button again, you can change it higher, 200, 400, 800, and so on. And then to bring it back down, press the ISO button again, and then using the same arrow on the left to lower it again. So easy as pie, let go of everything, and your ISO is pretty much set. So that's all there is to it. One quick thing I also forgot to mention is that I always shoot in manual mode, as you can tell from my previous videos. So I know there is an option for auto on ISO, however I never use that because once you select auto, basically you're allowing the camera to make all the decisions for you as far as ISO. And to get the maximum creative control out of your camera and to be able to really have creative control over your final photograph, I always typically shoot in manual mode, hence why I'm manually adjusting my own ISOs, because it really gives you so much more control versus shooting in autofocus. Also, you want to keep in mind that sometimes you will need to use a high or higher ISO when shooting subjects in low light conditions. So think nighttime or where there's very little or minimal light in the area, whether outdoors or indoors where you're shooting. However, when using higher ISO values, you do have to be aware or mindful of introducing noise to your photos. Now, if you don't know what noise is, you can go back and watch my previous video talking all about it and also further explaining what ISO is and what it means and stands for. One other tip or thing to keep in mind when adjusting your ISO is that a high ISO means more sensitivity to the light and a low ISO means less sensitivity to the light. Got some value out of this video. If you need any further instruction or need to break down an ISO, definitely check out a resource I have for that. My ebook on Amazon entitled A Beginner's Guide to Fully Manual Mode. To find out more information how to fully shoot in manual mode, to really master your camera settings and to demystify shutter speed, ISO, and aperture, and to really get the full maximum value out of your camera to take really exceptional photographs. The link will be in my description if you are interested in purchasing my ebook and reading it to find out more information to take your photography to the next level.